So first you have to prove this, you have to derive this, right? You have to obtain this result. And second part, find a displacement of a particle starting from rest in 5 seconds, given acceleration is 2 meters per second square. So second part of it is application of the formula. See, this question had two parts. One is of 3 marks and other is of 1 marks, right? 3 marks to derive that result. And that's a common question asked in school exams, right? So what you are supposed to derive, S is equal to ut plus half at square, right? In school exams, usually teachers ask to derive this result using velocity time graph, right? So if you recall, velocity time graph of uniformly accelerated motion looked like this. This was time axis and this was velocity axis, right? So at t equals to 0, you had some velocity, say u. And at t equals to t seconds, that is an interval of t seconds, velocity becomes v. This is t seconds, right? So, and again, if you remember, area under velocity time graph is distance traveled or displacement, you can say, if motion direction does not change. So, displacement is area under VT curve, right? Area under VT curve. So, area under velocity time curve, half sum of parallel sides, that is u plus v, into height that is t. But slope of the graph is acceleration. So acceleration is v minus u by t. So v is u plus at. Substitute here. So displacement is half u plus v. V is again u plus at into t. So half 2u plus at into t. So 2ut plus at square upon 2. Distribute ut plus half at square. This is the derivation which is commonly asked in exams, right? School exams mein this is frequently asked. To show that S is equal to ut plus half at square using velocity time graph. Velocity time graph use करके we have to show that S is ut plus half at square for uniformly accelerated motion, where acceleration is uniform, right? Constant. Okay. So this is a common question I said. Now, using this expression, you have to find the displacement of a particle whose acceleration is 2 meters per second square and initial velocity is 0. So initial velocity is 0, acceleration is 2 meters per second square. So displacement is 0 plus half, and time I suppose is given as 5 seconds. Let me check. What is the time? Time I had given as 5 seconds. So half into 2 into 5 square. So this is 25 meters. This is how you are supposed to solve. Okay. So this is complete solution. Is it clear? Kisi ko doubt hai to please ask.
Sir, clear.
Okay.
Sir, I am
Anyone else?
this meeting. Can you explain again?
Hey, Bhumi, I did not hear you. Bhumi, can you repeat?
Sir,
Hello?
I can't understand because I am too late to join this meeting. Can you explain again?
See, this is again the same question which I had asked in test. Right? This was 9th question of the test. You were first supposed to derive or prove that S is equal to ut plus half at square, where u stands for initial velocity, a is acceleration, and time t is time interval. So you were supposed to find this, derive this expression, right? And again, I'm telling you, this is a commonly asked question in school exams, right? So how to derive this expression? So suppose this is velocity time graph. Velocity is taken along this axis and time is taken along this axis. At t equals to 0, velocity is u. It increases linearly, attains a value v at t seconds. So v and u. Okay. Now, area under VT curve is acceleration. This is known to us. Now, area, this is a trapezoid, right? So, trapezium ka area is half sum of parallel side into height. Half sum of parallel side. This is U, this is V. Half U plus V into height. Height is T, right? Now, I want to remove V. So, V kaise remove hoga? For that, we have acceleration is V minus U by T. So rearrange here AT, V is equal to U plus AT. Put it in this equation. U plus V की जगह पे U plus AT into T. U plus U is 2U plus AT into T. Multiplied inside 2UT plus AT square. Half of it. Distribute 2UT by 2 is UT plus half AT square. The change. After that, there was a numerical attached to it. Then if initial velocity is 0, acceleration is 2, then at t equals to 5 seconds, find the displacement. So put the values in the formula. S is equal to initial velocity 0, half, acceleration is 2, t square is 5 square, 25. So 25 meter is answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, last
Yes,
one.
sir.
What was 10th question? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Could you explain the last question?
And last question. A particle moving with a constant acceleration has a velocity of 4 meter per second at t equals to 0. If acceleration is 2 meter per second square, draw velocity time graph for first 5 seconds. Using velocity time graph, find displacement of the particle in 5 seconds. So 10th question is again based on velocity time graph. So you were supposed to draw VT graph for motion of a particle with initial velocity 4 meter per second and constant acceleration of 2 meter per second square for first 5 seconds. That means 0 seconds to 5 seconds. Let's check. What is velocity at t equals to 0 seconds? 4 meter per second. Right. Now, at t equals to 1 second, what will be velocity at t equals to 1 second?
6 meter per second.
6 meter per second. Velocity at t equals to 2 seconds? 8 meter per second. 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 14. So how the graph will look like? Graph will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So at 0 seconds it was 4. At 1 second it is 6. At 2 seconds it is 8. At 3 seconds it is 10. At 4 seconds it is 12. At 5 seconds it is 14. This is velocity time graph. So velocity time graph is a straight line. And how do we come to know that it is a straight line? Slope of velocity time graph is acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph is acceleration. And acceleration is constant. So slope is constant. Slope kiska constant hota hai? Straight line ka. So graph is a straight line. Is it clear? It's just
Yes,
plotting.
Yes, sir.
With the data given, you have to plot this curve for 5 seconds. It's an easy question. At t equals to 0, velocity is 4. At 1, it becomes 6. At 2, it becomes 8. At 3, it becomes 10, 4, 12, 5, 14. Plot these values.
Sir, when will we
Join.
have chemistry?
After this chapter. After this chapter, I'll
Okay,
do one
sir.
chapter of chemistry. Okay. So, this is done. Now, acceleration. The second part of this question was 2 marks were for plotting this curve and 2 marks were to find the displacement using this curve. So displacement using this curve. So S is equal to area under VT curve, velocity time curve. So how do we find area of a trapezium? Half sum of parallel sides. This is 4 and this is 14. 4 plus 14 into height. This is height of trapezium, that is 5. So this is 18, 18 ka half is 9, 9 5s are 45, 45. So that's the answer. So 2 marks for this and 2 marks for plotting that curve. Okay. Let me remind you, VT curve is very important. Huh? You can expect at least one question in a school exam based on VT curve. Based on velocity time curve, you'll at least have one question on. Okay. So this was a test. In the coming test, you'll have 2 chapters. Huh? First chapter will be there, and like you can expect 40% from the first chapter and 60% from this force and laws of motion. All the tests will be cumulative till the end of the year. Whatever will be taught till date will be included in the test. Okay. So where were we? We were discussing drag force. बड़ा interesting सा concept था drag force. What was drag force? When an object moves through any medium, the medium opposes the motion of that object through it, right? It exerts a force in a direction opposite to the direction of motion. That force is known as drag force. We have other names also. If it is a case of air, then we call it air resistance. We call it viscous drag or viscous force, right? So we have different names for it. Drag force depends on 2 factors. One is speed. Drag force depends on 2 factors. One is velocity and other is size. So one concept is velocity and other concept is size of the object. There are 2 concepts on which drag force depends. Okay. Now, concept is, sorry, this is concept. Now, we had 2 phenomena, like 2 discussions in previous class. One was what? One was speed of car becomes constant. Speed of car becomes constant even though engine exerts thrust. Engine काम कर रहा है, still speed of the car becomes constant. The reason drag force goes increasing at some stage, it balances the engine thrust. Then we had discussed terminal velocity of freely falling oil. Terminal velocity of raindrops, actually, we have discussed of raindrops or any object falling under influence of 2 forces, that is gravitational force and ड्रैग फोर्स. ये दोनों फोर्स के इन्फ्लुएंस में जो ऑब्जेक्ट गिरता है उसके लिए एक टर्म देखा था हमने, टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी. विदाउट ड्रैग वी हैव सीन वेलोसिटी या स्पीड शुड इंक्रीज लीनियरली विद टाइम ऑफ फ्रीली फॉलिंग ऑब्जेक्ट. दिस वाज विदाउट ड्रैग. इफ देयर इज ड्रैग then speed increases but attains a constant value that is known as terminal velocity. Okay, so this was one concept. Now, a very interesting example is there of a skydiver. This is a skydiver. Let's discuss what skydiver undergoes or goes through. Skydiver, I'll not draw the graph first. Let me explain without graph. So, at the beginning, he doesn't opens parachute, right? Parachute is closed, right? All of you have observed. At the beginning, he doesn't opens parachute. Have you observed this? No, nobody has observed. Because if he opens parachute from the beginning, he might take several hours to reach the ground, right? So he doesn't open parachute at first. He dives with parachute closed. Parachute is closed. So when parachute is closed and he starts falling down, What is downward force acting on it? What is downward?
Gravitational force.
Gravitational
Drag
force. Right. That is mg. Hmm? Is it constant during the time of fall? Is downward
Yes, sir.
force?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it remains constant. Gravitational force has nothing to do with motion of the object. Mass is mass, g ka value doesn't changes near the surface of earth, so it's always constant. During its entire motion, entire fall, gravitational force remains constant, that is mg, right? So gravitational force remains constant and it is equal to mg, right? Now, what about drag force? What is upward force acting on the diver, skydiver?
Sir,
What is upward? Yes. Laksh, Aryan, Bhumi, Bhumika, Imanshu, Ganesh, Muskan, Prisha, say
Yes,
something.
sir.
Say na, kya hoga upward
Sir.
force? Sorry. What will be upward force
Buoyant
in the
force.
beginning? Buoyant force, neglect buoyant force. I have not explained buoyant force, and buoyant force is not significant in this case. Buoyant force is significant in the case of water, oil, and all. Here it is not significant. I'll explain it, but I'll explain it later. Alright, drag force is 0. Upward force is 0, na?
Yes, sir.
So what is acceleration? Acceleration is 9.8, let us say 10 downwards. As its speed increases, speed goes on increasing, right? Speed increases. As speed goes on increasing, what will happen to downward force? Downward force क्या होगा? कम हो जाएगा, ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, same रहेगा? What will happen to downward force? Downward force, I just said, will not change. It will
It never
remain mg.
changes. Yes.
Yes. If I ignore the variation of acceleration due to gravity near the surface of Earth, which is actually negligible, so it's constant. Gravitational pull will remain constant. That is weight of the body. What will happen to upward force? Will it increase? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Drag force goes on increasing. Drag force goes on increasing, which increase in increase in speed. What will happen to acceleration? What will happen to acceleration? Will it remain 9.8 or it will decrease or increase? What will happen?
9.8.
It will remain 9.8. Any other answer? That is what we say is Newton's laws of motion. यही तो समझना है. Acceleration will reduce. It will not remain 9.8. Q. Why? See, ये object है नीचे गिर रहा है. Initially, this force is mg. Let us assume 100. एक example हो. And इधर 0 था. थोड़ी देर के बाद ये बढ़ गया 10 हो गया, थोड़ी देर के बाद ये बढ़ गया 50 हो गया, थोड़ी देर के बाद ये 70 हो गया. तो जब ये 50 हो गया तो नेट डाउनवर्ड फोर्स इज व्हाट? नेट डाउनवर्ड फोर्स इज ओनली 50.
Only 50.
Earlier driving force was 100. Now driving force is only 50. So acceleration will decrease, na? And after some time this will also become 100. When both of them become 100, net force becomes 0. It will stop accelerating. It will stop accelerating after some time. So acceleration decreases. What about speed? Speed will decrease or speed will increase?
Speed will decrease.
Sorry?
The speed will decrease.
Decrease.
the speed will decrease.
Speed will keep on increasing, my dear. Speed will not decrease. The rate at which speed was increasing will decrease. पहले बहुत तेजी से एक सेकंड में बहुत स्पीड बढ़ रहा था. 0 सेकंड में 0. After 1 second it became 9.7. After 2 seconds, it became 19. After 3 seconds, it became 27. After 1 more second, it became 32, 33. After 1 more second, it becomes 38. So speed increases at a very fast rate at the beginning. See, in first second, it increased by 9.7. In second, it increased only by 9.3. In third second, it increased by only 8 seconds. In fourth second, it increased by 6 seconds. In fifth second, it increases by 5 seconds. In sixth second, it might increase only by 2 meters per second. Just an example. It's not happening actually. I'm just, for demonstration, I'm taking these figures. 41, so increases by 1 meter per second only. At 8 seconds, it might become 41.5, so 0.5. So speed is increasing, but the rate at which it was increasing becomes less. Acceleration becomes less. नीचे आते हुए स्पीड कम कैसे हो जाएगा? अगर आप बोलना चाह रहे हो कि मैं नीचे गिर रहा हूं बहुत हाई स्पीड से, and after some time my speed will start decreasing, how is it possible? My speed may become constant. My speed will increase slowly, but my speed cannot decrease, na? Or my speed can decrease.
No, sir.
Then, so as you keep on falling, speed goes on increasing, drag force goes on increasing, acceleration starts decreasing, but speed keeps on increasing, right? Yes, the rate at which speed was increasing decreases. Okay. Now, after sufficient long time, थोड़ी देर के बाद, downward force mg, upward force will also become equal to mg. Acceleration will become 0, speed will become constant. That is what we say is terminal velocity. This is what we have studied in last lecture. Do you agree to this fact?
Yes, sir.
So after sufficiently long time, upward force increase becomes equal to mg. So that net force becomes 0. Acceleration stops. Speed becomes constant, and that is what we say is terminal velocity. So terminal velocity attain करेंगे. अब क्या है? अब स्काई डाइवर ने सडनली पैराशूट ओपन कर दिया. Suddenly opens parachute, right? So parachute is open now. Now what will happen? What is downward force acting on him?
So it will decrease.
mg.
Sorry, downward force is still mg. What is upward force? Bhumika, this is common question of Cambridge. IGCSE का common question है, ध्यान दो. You have done this before. What will happen to upward force? Will it increase or it will decrease or will remain same? पहले upward force mg तक पहुंच गया था. Starting में 0 था, बढ़ते बढ़ते mg तक हो गया. Now he has opened the parachute. Now what will happen? It will be greater than mg, less than mg, or equal to mg.
Greater than mg.
Greater than mg is correct answer. Question is how you concluded this. आपको कैसे मालूम चला? What made you say this? It will become greater than mg. Anyone?
The surface area increase.
Suddenly size increases. बड़ा सा छतरी खुल गया, right? Suddenly a large size parachute opens. So drag force has increased. Drag force depends on two factors. One is speed, other is size. So speed तो same है, size अचानक से बढ़ गया. So upward force, that is drag force, increases as you open the parachute. Hello.
Yes, sir.
बहुत interesting है.
Yes, sir.
बहुत interesting
Yes,
है.
Yes,
So
sir.
now in which direction it will accelerate? It will accelerate downwards or it will accelerate upwards?
Upward.
ज्यादा force upward acceleration होगा. Acceleration इस बार upwards होगा. What about speed? Speed will decrease or speed will increase?
So decrease.
Speed starts decreasing. सबने देखा हुआ है. The moment he opens the parachute, upward force बढ़ गया. पहले नीचे का force ज्यादा था, downward force was more. As speed increases, upward force also increases. It increases with time. जैसे जैसे upward force बढ़ते जा रहा है, acceleration कम होते जा रहा है. After some time, acceleration becomes zero, speed becomes constant. Suddenly you open up the parachute, upward force becomes more. तो जो तेजी से नीचे आ रहा था वो slow होने लगा because upward force is more. Direction of motion is this, but net force is acting upwards. So it starts slowing down. Speed starts decreasing. Right? Right now?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Sir,
yes, sir.
With decrease in speed, which of these two forces will be affected? With decrease in speed,
Downward.
gravitational force always remains constant. This will always remain constant. Starting से last तक mg तो mg है. Earth को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता आपकी स्पीड से नीचे गिर रहा है. What is happening? Earth will keep on pulling you with the same force, and that is mg. That is weight. See, with decrease in speed, drag force will start decreasing. Drag